Hi guys, and welcome to some more Assetto Corsa action on the PlayStation 4. This time I'll be checking out the drifting. This is my very first attempt at the drifting in the game. And if you want to support Team VVV, you can do so by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're not yet a subscriber, why not hit that subscribe button. So I'm driving the BMW M3 E30 Drift Edition, and as you can see, it's not going very well, is it? So pretty beefy car, this 343 bhp, only weighs 1150 kilograms, and get a little bit of a drift there, but very much just getting used to the controls and how it all works. So it's not easy when you're first attempting it. You know, it's very tricky to get used to. Just trying my best to get this thing sideways. You can see the drift track, which is just a series of very odd spaghetti junction-like pieces of track. Get a nice little drift going on there, so we're slowly getting the hang of it. So building up some speed, then we're going to hit the brakes. Going to try this left-hander down at third, down to second, and going off. You can see I've got full lock on here, and sometimes the car, when you get in the situation where you're either going wide from the turn or you're actually off the track altogether, and you're in full lock, but the car just doesn't seem to turn. Very unusual. I imagine it's something to do with the setup of the drift car itself, but it's a very unusual feeling. So I'm just going to the options now just to turn down the force feedback. I do have it on 40. I'm going to turn it down to 20 just so it doesn't wrestle me so much when I'm trying to get the car sideways. And a good view there of the drift track. You can see the mess of different junctions. It is a drifting playground, certainly. So we're going to have another attempt minus the heavier force feedback setting, just to make it a little bit easier on my arms. So it's a fine balance between throttle and steering angle. You know, once the car starts to go, you really have to get on the opposite lock very quickly indeed. As you can see, a little bit late there. It is pretty tricky, gotta say. It's a discipline that's totally alien to me. You know, we're not drifters here at Team VVV. We very much racers, and it's a bit of a discipline that's very hard to get to grips with when you're not used to doing drifting. It does take some finesse, but as you'll see later in the video, I do slowly start to get the hang of it. Again, just throwing the car side to side, not quite making it that time. So you've got so many turns, you just don't know where to go next. It's like, which turn should I drift around next? So it's a pretty cool little track. So coming up to the end of another session, no good. So we're going to try again. This time I'm going to turn down the steering rotation on the wheel. So around we go then, putting the accelerator on. Again, just not quite managing the technique there. Just getting used to the extra quick steering now. Again, you can see I'm in full lock here, but the car just struggles to turn. It must be something to do with the setup of the drift car, the wheels. Maybe it's something to do with the camber or toe. Getting a bit of time bonus there, so slowly getting a hang of it. Maybe we're going to stay in this central sort of circular area here. Try and get some consistency going, and we're getting some time bonuses now. Again, full lock, and you can see the car really struggles. So I'm not really getting the hang of this. Not having too much fun here. I'm really struggling with the drifting. Again, full lock. Look at that, barely turns. Full lock all the way here. And there you go, you see a return to centre there. So let's have another attempt. A bit more throttle through there. Just trying to do a Scandinavian flick. Just throw the car one way and then into the turn. but it wasn't quite working out for me, so I'm going to try a little bit more throttle. And sure enough, there you go. So I just need a little bit more throttle, and that was the key really to drifting for me. And there you go, we're getting a little bit better now, a little bit more sideways, and slightly longer drifts as well. So slowly getting there. So I found it best for me to keep it in second gear and just keep pretty heavy on the throttle. So coming out of the circle, then I'm going to try drift around here, but again not quite managing it. And again you can see full lock into the centre circle. Thrown it in there, and lovely. So that's about as good as I've done. Bit more throttle on the exit there. You can see the car slapping around. There you go, nice drift there. That's the best one I've done so far. So I'm slowly getting the hang of it. You know, these were my very first goes at drifting. So I imagine you need probably a few hours to master, or at least become an amateur at the technique of drifting in Assetto Corsa. It's fairly satisfying actually once you do get the hang of it. See now I'm getting a little bit better, sustaining the drifts a little bit more. So quite fun when you get the hang of it. But it's not going to be a mode I'm going to spend an awful lot of time on, as I'm just not a keen drifter, but those that are will certainly get a lot out of this. Again, look at that, much better through there. Nice drift angle all the way through. Oh, nearly carrying it on, not quite. Oh, I lose it altogether there. So there you go, we're going to leave it there anyway for some Assetto Corsa drifting action. Hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the video, and we're going to have more on Assetto Corsa coming up very shortly, and thanks for watching.